ACCUSTATS Video Productions presents world-class 9-ball. Hello, everybody. I'm Nick Varner, and I've got with me today my special guest, Kim Davenport. How you doing, Kim?
Pretty good, Nick. I'm looking forward to this match here. I'll tell you what. We watched them play earlier, and they both played great. It's going to be a good match. I'll tell you what. I know Buddy's the favorite, but I still think Tang's going to play pretty good here. So I believe it's going to be fairly close. I really do.
And we're here at the 1998 U.S. Open Championship, and this is the title match. This is the last one. The field started with 198 players. We're down to 2. We've got Tang Ho of Los Angeles, California, and Buddy Hall from Tampa, Florida. And Tang has won the leg, and he will get the first break. And Tang had a great win over Mika Immonen of Finland the last round, and he gets a chance to come back. Buddy defeated him 11-9 in the finals of the winner's bracket.
Well, let's watch the breaks. Very important first rec. I tell you what, he didn't hit those quite as hard as he seemed like he was. But look at this. He's come up pretty nice. We're going to have a shot here. What do you think, Nick? You're just going to play the 1 in the side and then try to roll it back and shoot the 2 in the side where he makes the 1? That looks like the shot, doesn't it?
That 1 looks pretty thin to me in that side. If I did play it there, I'd want to shoot firm enough that the 1 gets that I hit the sharp point and it comes down here around the 9 and hopefully maybe get a safety. I don't think the bank goes. My other option is maybe bank the 1 between the 7 and the 9 and stop it around the spot and put the cue ball right against the 5. That's one other option. He's got a lot of choices here.
Right.
He seems to be looking at the side that you mentioned, Kim.
I would have to think he's going to have to try to shoot at this ball. I can't imagine him ducking, after making the ball and he's close to the 1. He has to shoot at this. I mean, if the save was just built in perfect, I think maybe it would be all right. But I think he has to go ahead and get a little momentum going, make the shot, and get a chance to run out.
Yeah, I think he's left Buddy. He hit both points on that 1 ball. He hit it pretty good, but just couldn't quite get it to go down. He might have been in trouble getting down table for the 4 anyway, Kim.
Right. Well, Buddy don't have no picnic here, I'll tell you.
No, Buddy's got a tough shot here. Hard to play safe here. He can't hit the right side of the 1. He goes in the side pocket with the cue ball.
I just don't see no offense. I don't see no offense here. I guess he could bank it. I mean, I guess that is an option, but mercy.
Might be the best shot, but
might try to roll up behind the 9 with the cue ball here. Hit the 1 pretty thin. Try to get the cue ball behind the 9.
Okay, he tried to bring it behind the 7, and it snuck out a little bit, and Tang has a pretty good shot for the corner pocket, Kim. Cue ball's off the rail where he can bridge good, and he's fairly full on the 1. And not too bad an opening shot. I think it's better than the ball on the side myself.
Right. He'll just have to catch an angle on the 2 to slide down for the 4.
Well, Buddy's going, this is the 23rd U.S. Open. We're here at Chesapeake, Virginia at the Chesapeake Conference Center, and Buddy Hall's already won 1 U.S. Open, and he's in the finals to try to win number 2. And Tang Ho's looking for his first U.S. Open, and I believe this is Tang's best finish so far. In a tournament, the first time he's made it in the finals.
I believe so. Yeah, I don't think he's been in the finals before of a tournament. A tournament of this magnitude, where all the players are there. Tell you what, he's hit that perfect. He just didn't want to get straight in. That's just about perfect there.
He's got to come backwards for the 5, don't he?
I think so. If he goes forward, he's going to take a chance on hitting that 7. It's a lot easier to pocket the ball if you're going to roll it this way. But I mean,
no, he's going forward, I think. But looks like to me he could even hit the 9. But
he's going to have to be careful not to hit the 7.
He may be coming straight down table, but
he's going to have to get a roll.
He lost his angle a little. He needs a right bump, and he got it. He lost the cue ball a little bit.
Well, players are allowed that. I mean, you know, yeah, he hit the ball pretty good. He hit it right on it, just a little too hard, so he's allowed to get that little roll like that. This could be a little tricky here.
Yeah, he really looks like to me he needs to. Yeah, he's playing it in that left corner pocket, and a great speed control. He's got a great shot on the 6 here.
Yeah, I don't see much problem. Just probably drop back, shoot the 7 in the side, and take his pick on where he wants the 9, one of the corners.
Well, there's only one guy standing in his way, and that guy is Buddy Hall, becoming the 1998 U.S. Open Championship, and it looks like he's going to draw first blood, so to speak, Kim, and win game number 1 in the finals.
Well, as we talked about earlier, that first game's big. Get that first game, you want to get that monkey off your back, so to speak, you know.
Well, he's got to feel pretty fortunate. He got a nice friendly bump up table on the 5 ball. And he wins game number 1, and he's still at the table.
Well, if I recall, when him and Buddy played earlier, he won the first game. In the semifinal
missed that match. Except the end of it. I saw the close, but I didn't catch that match until it was tied 6-6, and I seen the finish.
Yeah, I wouldn't forget that game. I'd have marked it right away. I don't like to go. I don't like to sit down and then try to remember to mark my game. I try to, as soon as I make it, I try to go right for the beads, because it can happen, and I've seen it happen where if you don't have the film on, well, I have this many games or that many games, and you get a little confused if you don't mark it right away.
Well, that's pretty good. That's pretty good advice for anybody.
Boy, ball's going straight in. Look at the 1.
He went for that full hit on the 1, and he's got the 1 6, 8, 10 inches from the corner pocket, but unfortunately the 5 ball for him is in the way. So
he's just going to have to kick at this. I don't see no rolling out here. Just kick underneath.
And by kicking, I guess you mean he's going to knock it up table.
I believe so. Just one rail and try to knock it on the in rail there in the middle diamond, and hopefully you can hook him with the 5. I don't see anything else. I guess he could try to knock it down and make it down there where the 4's at, but you take a good chance of leaving a shot if you do that. Rail to rail is not bad if you can't do anything else.
He's looking to roll down this other way.
Yeah.
One thing I don't like about kicking right at this shot right now is he doesn't have to hook Buddy, and Buddy might be able to really get him tangled up on the second shot behind that 4 ball, 9 ball, and 6 ball if he lets him see this shot.
Hit a little harder than you think.
Yeah, he's trying. He was trying to get him with the 5, and the result is pretty good.
Yeah, that's still a good shot.
I tell you what, he's got Buddy jacked up over the 3 ball, and not a real good opportunity for Buddy right here.
I think he's going to have to shoot at this ball. I don't see anywhere he can play safe. He's going to have to worry about scratching down there in the corner too if he shoots at it.
Which, the upper left pocket or the upper right pocket?
Well, as we're looking at it, it'd be the upper right pocket.
You think he's going to spin it with English to try to make it?
Well, I don't really see how he can play safe here, do you?
I kind of like going after this. Look at Buddy.
Did you see
Look
what
at Buddy's
happened?
face.
The cork popped off the champagne bottle. There's 2 champagne bottles out there, and the cork popped off one of them, and it made it sound like a gun. That's pretty good there. I've never seen that one.
Man, Buddy looked like he was about ready to jump out of his shoes.
I don't blame him.
Okay.
What? He's going to put low English and try to duck it behind the 4 and the 9 and the 6. Boy, he's going to have to hit
a
it awful
strong
good.
draw shot there. Wow, if it don't.
Yeah.
Oh.
There wasn't much he could do there. That was hard to get a good safe out of that. That's why I thought he might go for it.
Yeah, I thought he might go rail first because he could have even played safe if he missed it possibly, and there was a big reward, it looks like to me, if it went in. And Tang's got a pretty good shot on the 1 here, and all he has to do is float forward on the 3 a little bit. And he's maybe a little thinner than he'd liked. He'd like to win another 6 or 8 inches down to get a little fuller shot on the 3, but I kind of like spinning out of their 2 rails with low left.
Yeah, the way he's playing, I don't think this is a problem. I tell you, I watched him last couple of matches, and he's really playing good. Even though he lost to Buddy in the semifinals, it just seems like he's playing awful good.
Now, where you go position here off that 4, Kim?
Well, he needed to come down all the way so he could just draw it out. He's in a little trouble here. The 7's blocking him from going 2 rails unless he comes up above the 7 by the side.
That's what I like.
Your speed has to be really perfect doing that.
You know, you just can't. Well,
He's
drawn.
Yeah, he's going to be all right. He's going to draw it straight out to the rail and straight back out by the middle spot. That's pretty good. That's not bad.
No, that's really pretty good shot there, because he can pretty well stay pretty close. He'll probably put a hair of right English on it, but not too much, just a little bit of natural, and swing out of the corner 2 rails, and he's coming right into the angle on the 6 ball that he needs. I couldn't see it. He was blocking my view, but he must have wobbled the 5 a little, huh?
Evidently. There were some groans in the crowd. Well, again, like we see in the last match with Miko, he's jumping out to a 2-0 lead here, it looks like, and breaking the balls, so.
Yeah, this is kind of a replay of the last match. He won the first 3 games against Mika, I think.
Yes, he did.
Okay, Tang Ho wins game number 2, and he leads in the title championship 2 games to 0. Buddy Hall looking for his first game.
I tell you, I told these bottles don't, open until 12. We're good. I'm pretty organized in my staff also, but I'm sorry it got excited over here. We're hoping it won't happen again. Anybody sitting over there, you're in trouble. Okay, I hope that stays on. Sue the conference center.
Okay, boy, I tell you what, Tang hit that last break good. I think for Tang to win, that if he gets in a dogfight with Buddy in this match, Kim, I just don't think it favors him. I think his best chance to win this U.S. Open is just to overpower Buddy with a big break, effective break.
Well, he drew a little unlucky here not to get a shot, because every indication was he's going to get a shot until the last minute there.
You know, he's getting that 1 dangerously close to that corner pocket, and if these 2 balls ever start opening up, he's going to be super dangerous. I like the action he's getting on the break, and I think he's just playing a little bit unfortunate that he hasn't been able to start out with a shot on the 1. He's probably going to row out. He seems to be looking over toward the left side around the corner pocket for the rollout.
This wouldn't even be a bad ball to kick from right where he's at either.
You know, I kind of like, well, I think the 6-setting block, but, well, I kind of doubt if he gets to shoot at this one.
Well, no, there's a big barrier down there. If you can spin out 2 rails, you got the 6, the 7, the 2, the 3.
That's what I mean. I don't think he'll get this one. I think Buddy's going to try to put him in jail here. He's going to hit the left side of the 1 and swing around behind that wall of balls, the 6, 7, 2, and 3.
There's only 2 bad things you can have. You can scratch or you can't spin enough and you can hit the 9.
Yeah, the 9's kind of a big obstacle. He needs to miss that 9 ball.
I have to believe that's what he's going to shoot. I mean, I can't imagine him shooting anything else.
Well, one thing Buddy made sure of is he cleared that 9. He's actually left Tang a pretty easy kick here.
Came dangerously close to that corner, didn't he?
Yes, he did. He was, but he wanted to be sure he missed that 9. He didn't want to leave him straight in that corner on that 1. But I tell you what, this is not that hard of a kick, Kim.
No, he'll be able to hit the ball. There's no doubt about that. I don't see him, if he kicks it in, I don't see him getting a shot on the 2.
And he kicked it in. That's kind of a case where he actually been better off maybe not making it. We'll find out after this shot. Because what do you like here, Kim?
Well, if he can go by the 7 and go down, you got a chance to make the 9 if you can catch it halfway decent. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's a scratch in play there. Okay, here we go.
This is one I would hit pretty hard.
Right.
The 3 keeps you from, you don't have to worry about the scratch sliding off of
Look
it.
at this. How perfect was that if it goes? Wow.
Tell you what, it looks like to me Buddy's first scoring opportunity is going to be playing the combination on the 2-4, and the bad part about this is he's got to hit the 4 pretty thin, and that 2 ball is going to start flying around the table, and who knows where it's going to end up.
I don't think he'll shoot it.
You don't think he will?
No. I think he's going to play a defensive shot here.
Where do you think he's going on this
Well,
shot?
I think he could bank the 2 back up with a 6, 7, and 3 and try to leave the cue ball behind the 4. That's player's choice. That's just the way I feel he's going to play. Maybe not. It seems it would be hard luck if he gets a shot. I mean, if he would make the combination, it'd be too hard to get a shot on that deuce. Like you said, it'd be flying everywhere.
Yeah, I think he may be doing what you suggest here. He's playing it a little bit close to
He got a little
vest,
lucky.
and,
He got a little lucky there, but that's all right. He's allowed to do that.
Well, you'll notice one important factor on that safety is he missed the 4, but he left that cue ball froze on the end rail, so he took care of Whitey pretty good. And Tang's going to try to go around the 9, knock a 2-up table, and stick him behind the 9 or the 6, 7.
I think the cue will go with the 2.
Oh, he didn't even hit the 2.
He jumped straight up.
So watch the 9, Kim. Watch the 9. Okay. Does the 4 go?
Oh, I believe so. I would have to think it does, yeah. And if it doesn't, the 9 goes.
Okay, this is Buddy's first really good shot in the match as far as making a ball, and he's got ball in hand. And looks like the key for Buddy in this match, it looks like, is getting position on the 4 to be able to get position on the 6.
Right. For those of you out there who've noticed little stripe on Buddy's nose, those are breathe rights. They open his nasals up and make him breathe easier. I don't know if you can see it on the camera. We can see it here, so you must be able to see it on the camera. I'll tell you what, if he keeps winning pool tournaments, I'm going to get me a box of them.
Well, he's really had a great year so far this year. He started out in February and won the World One Pocket Championship, and then he won the first camo event of the year, and then he won the second seniors event of the year, and now he finds himself in the finals of the U.S. Open Championship.
Right. We played in the tournament at the camel event. It was It was 10-10, and I shot a 6-ball down the corner and come back down and scratched. We had a tough match there. And then Tommy Kennedy had him 10-5, and Buddy wound up beating Tommy in the quarterfinals. So it's not like he's just, I mean, he's had really a tough road to do it, but he's just never given up. I mean, being down 10-5 and wind up winning a match in the quarters, that's pretty sweet there.
Yeah, that's pretty tough.
Well, he's a little out of line. If I had to have one guy, though, just to pocket a ball for me, I think Buddy might be the guy.
Well, I think this is a real critical shot for Buddy. This is a real blood test. This is not an easy shot on the 6, and I think that he really needs to come with this 6-ball. I think the 6-ball is a come shot. I kind of like playing it in the left pocket and bouncing off and playing, bouncing off the side rail and playing the 7 in the side of the corner next.
That's exactly right. That's the way to do it. You don't want to cut it against the grain. He should be fine here. Oh.
Tell you what, he used the whole pocket, but that was a testy shot, Kim. He's not real loose yet. He hasn't got to make many balls.
Well, he don't have a game either. That's, you know, as soon as you get a game, it relieves a little bit of tension. I noticed last year, Buddy, his emotions were showing a little more than they are this year. This year, he's keeping them pretty much in check, I think. I remember last year he was a bear to get along with on that table sometimes.
You trying to say that he didn't come along peacefully?
No. No, sir.
Well, Buddy's found perfect position on the 9, and it looks like he's going to win his first game. And Buddy trails Tang Ho 1-2. But more importantly, and I believe Buddy's got to take a break.
Right. Well, see, Tang made a mistake there. Tang actually missed a kick. I mean, he had a pretty easy kick, and he didn't even hit the ball.
Okay, we're going to take a break with Buddy Hall, and we'll be back soon with. Okay, we're back at the title match of the U.S. Open. It's Buddy Hall and Tang Ho, and Buddy's getting set to break in the championship match, and he trails in the match 1-2.
Well, let's see if he can break like Tang's been breaking pretty good and really not getting a shot on the 1. A couple of times he has, but there's the same break that Tang hit. Look at this.
2 balls. He made
the
corner ball on the 1 in the side, and look at this position on the 2.
He has a little problem here now. I'm telling you, a little bit of a problem. He's going to have to take an off-angle shot on the 3. Don't you think he's just going to bounce out, Nick, and then take the shot on the 3 down and spin it and then have the 4 there? I don't see anything else he can do.
The problem, yeah, you've hit right on the problem of this rack, Kim, and he's going to have a hard time cutting that 3 ball in the corner and just bouncing off the rail to play the 4 in the right corner. He's going to really have to stay very close to where that 5 ball's at. Now, it looks like he may be coming out of there too right. No, he bounced straight off. I like that.
Right.
Now, you think he's going to have to hit this a little off speed.
Right. I thought he could have got a little closer to the 5, but you know, that's a mark of a great player. Never snooker yourself. He's just going to shoot it with loaded up with a lot of right-hand English and hit the 3 full and spin it and stop it right there, I believe. I don't think he'll try to go across or anything. I think worst case scenario, he'll be right in the center of the table.
Well, this is a key shot of the rack, and he had 2 or 3 of these shots in the last match with Tang, and
oh, I'll tell you what, this takes a lot of nerve just to shoot this ball and roll it down there real soft. I will promise you that.
He's staying pretty close to the middle of the cue ball, Kim, and
he's just going to roll it. He's just going to roll it easy down there. Boy, it takes a lot of nerve to do that. Wow.
Wow.
Look, he hit it too good. Look at the cue ball.
Oh, man, look at this. He's got right over the top of the 7.
Well, the one good thing about it, he's about a ½ inch from the 7. He can elevate the cue a little bit and bounce it back off and get in between the 7 and the 5. And I think he has to worry about scratching in the side here.
Well, I think here I'd just try to get up high enough for the 5 and try to get inside the 7, kind of where you're going toward the scratch, and concentrate on making the ball. This is a hard one to control your speed on.
It looks like he's just going to roll it and try to take the tough cut on the 5. I don't think he's not elevating enough to bring it back in between. Yeah.
He's trying to get up.
I think he made the right choice there. He made sure he made the ball.
Okay, now he's got a thin hit on the 5 once again. This rack's been a little tricky for him.
Well, I think he's just going to try to miss the 9 and go 1, 2, 3 rails and bounce back off and shoot the 7 in the side. Try to miss the 9, come back across the table and go back across once more and get right where he's at right there. 1, 2, 3. Perfect.
He needs
just
perfect. Now where's he going to go, Kim?
He's got to come back where he's at right there. He's going to shoot it in the side with a lot of right-hand English. Go up by the chalk there, spin it back off the rail. Or he could just come, oh, okay, he didn't have to do that. I see. He had enough angle where he could just drop it in the hole.
And now he can play the 8 and the 9 in the same hole. Just bounce off the side rail and come up a little high. Now he made a little bit of a face on this 8.
Well, see, Tang's been bothering him over there with the towel. Tang's taking the towel and rubbing his hands when Buddy's shooting. He's done that twice now, and Buddy, I don't blame him for being disturbed about that. Some of the younger players really, I'm not going to name them, but some of them out there really, they're not really considerate about that. I've seen them, and they've done it to me, and other players, they just, they're up there tip-tapping their cue and rubbing their hands with a towel while you're trying to shoot, and it's just not considered. I think they're just young, and they'll learn about that.
Now, Buddy's showing real good technique with the bridge here. He's holding the bridge down where it doesn't move. And he chip he's on parallel, and Buddy wins game number 4 and ties up the match. Buddy Hall 2, Tang Ho 2.
Tell you what, it takes a lot of nerve to shoot that 3-ball like he shot it, just to slow roll it down in the corner. I mean,
wow.
It takes a lot of nerves. Especially in the finals of the U.S. Open. I mean,
I tell you
mercy.
What, he actually hit it so good. He stopped it so quick, it's unbelievable.
I would have never thought he could have rolled it and stopped it that quick.
Before he got past the 7.
Right, no English.
I would have never thought that. Center ball.
Right, I thought he would have had loaded up with English.
Okay, now he made 2 balls last time. His break looked really strong, and his first attempt to the table, he's let Tang know that he's got an opponent. Quarter ball straight in, kissed up table, and look at this position on the 1.
Well, Tang done one thing wrong. He missed a kick, and it looks like it's going to cost him 3 games at least.
Well, if Buddy gets on that 3-ball, it's going to cost him 3 games. He's got an easy shot on the 1, and when he goes from the 2 to the 3, looks like to me the toughest part of this rack.
Right. Well, I know I'd have to bet dollars to donuts that Buddy's going to run out. I mean, he's just too smooth in his position like this. A lot of people say Buddy's slow, this and that, but if you watch Buddy when he's walking around the table and looking and scoping everything out, he just moves slow. When he gets down to shoot, he's not a slow player. I mean, he goes when he finally gets down to shoot, he goes ahead and shoots the ball. I mean, it's not, nothing slow about it really when he gets down to shoot.
Well, Buddy plays, I think, with a really nice deliberate tempo. He's not going to make many mistakes, and when the balls start rolling pretty easy, his tempo picks up, and that's what happens with most players. You get a little looser, and better you play. But Buddy, see, he realizes the heart of this rack. He realizes where the key is, and that's why he's taking a little time right now. He's not just going to jump up, fire the 2 in, and hope he falls good on the 3. He's going to have a definite plan in mind of where he wants to be, and then try to execute it where he ends up there. And
he has to hit this ball pretty good to get a good position. He wanted to be a little further, see. I think he's straight, and he's just going to have to roll it. He was going to get a shot, but if he would have much rather been up about 3 or 4 inches, I think.
Yeah, he wanted to either go straighter over toward the rail above the 6, or he always had the option of coming underneath the 4 to play it in the same pocket as a 3. He might
He's just going to
go
slow
to the
roll
end
it.
rail.
Oh my God.
Oh man,
Force follow, beautiful.
nice. That was great.
I don't hear one person clapping there. I thought that brought the house down some places. Well, I guess they expected a buddy to do that, huh? Jeez. I wouldn't expect that. And then he rifled that ball in the hole.
Yeah, 'cause Buddy don't like. One thing I've noticed Buddy's tried over the years for consistency is he tries to pocket balls. If he has a choice, he always tries to pocket balls consistently at the same speed.
Right.
And he tries to play position where he can just hit the ball medium firm. He don't like to really farm in the hole like that 3. He likes to really play that close position and be able to hit the ball full where he can get around the table easy.
Bringing out 1 rail, shoot the 6 on the side, and go down for the 7. I think he would have liked to have gone a little better, but it's probably pretty close to perfect here.
Well, he's not totally pleased, but if he can hit it with high and hit the side rail,
He'll just feather this ball and go down and hit the rail and then come to the bottom rail, 2 rails.
and bounce out.
Yeah, 1, 2. You don't want to get straight. That's just about perfect. He'll probably spin this out 2 rails and shoot the 9 where he's at right there with the cue ball. Well, he's got an option. He could draw it out or spin it out. I would think he would spin it out, though. Yeah. He might even go above it. He might even bring it way out 2 rails.
And
No, he's no better than that.
you're seeing 9 ball played at its highest level. We're at the Chesapeake, Virginia, the finals of the U.S. Open, and Buddy fell behind in the opening of the title match 2-0, and his first opportunity, scoring opportunity at the table, Buddy's responded with 3 straight racks.
Tang hasn't shot since he missed that kick in the 3rd game.
So Tang left the table and looked like he was in command of the situation, and when he comes back to the table, he's going to be behind. It's just a question of how far.
Well, he could be behind. Buddy could run. Buddy could run the set out. I mean, there's no doubt about that. I mean, the way the balls are breaking, he's getting a shot. See, Tang was breaking like that, but there was just a ball scooting right in front of him. Right. I mean, I've never seen the balls this week since the last couple of matches I've commentated. The balls seem to be flying in the hole. They really do. The balls are spreading nicely right now. I guess maybe these guys have got the speed down and the English and whatever they need to, get those balls flying that way. But must be.
Well, I think they've just, playing all week, they've just reached the peak of their games, both players, and they're just executing the break so much better. And Buddy cut to 1, and this time he's going to find himself in the position that Tang has a couple times, and that is snookered on the next ball, which is the 1.
Well, I'll tell you what. If he rolls out to the left side down there, where the 8 and 9 is down over there, and leaves that could be a problem. One of the players could take that shot and shoot that bank. I don't see Buddy pushing off down there very far. I see maybe right where the 9's at, maybe a push out there, something like that. Where the 8's at, nothing where they can really bank the ball. Because I think either player will take that.
There's Bob Mucci from Mucci Cues coming in to watch the finals play, and Buddy's one of the players he sponsors on the tour, and I think he's come in to sweat out the match. What do you think, Kim?
Well, I would think that's would be good of him to do that. Okay, looks like Buddy's going to just roll it right down there. And I think Tang will take this shot, as I was saying earlier. I don't think he'll pass this up.
Well, I I think the only danger on this shot is scratching 2 rails in the corner. I would have to cut the 1 to the right and try to come around between the 2 and the 4, or the 2, 3, and 4.
Well, I tell you what. What's wrong with shooting the 1 ball back here where the cue ball's at and banking it? You got the 8 and 9 for a blocker in case you miss it. You think it just they've got safety on their mind right now?
No, I guess that's an option, but I don't know if he dies over on the rail over there how he's going to make the 2. But
Well, he's aiming safety the way he's doing it. Be careful for the scratch. It's in play.
yeah, it's really in play, but he's going to kiss the 3, which saved him. And
I was surprised Buddy pushed out there.
this is a tough kick here.
Yeah, I think what he's going to have to do is use some right-hand English and hit up by the side pocket. And if he can catch that 1 ball full, that cue's going to stop right there and he'll snooker him. It looks pretty well built in here. I know, you know, it's just got to be executed. I don't think he wants to use no follow because he could scratch. I look for him just to hit it and the cue ball just stick if he hits it solid. Oh. That's uncharacteristic of Buddy there. He usually hits those balls when he's kicking at them. Well, Tang hadn't shot in 3 games. Let's see what happens here. Everything's laying pretty nice. He'd have to really get out of line not to run out here, wouldn't you say, Nick?
Yes, I think Tang's got to be pretty happy to come to the table with ball in hand, and I don't think you can ever look for a much better layout of balls than the way these are laying. I mean, there's not much to do here that he can do wrong. I think he's going to tie it up here, and he's got to be pretty happy to come to the table with a great opportunity like this instead of snooker.
Right, just shoot the 4 on the side, roll up. He's just going to shoot the 6 in the corner, bounce off, keep him an angle so he can bounce back in the center of the table and shoot the 8. And it's pretty routine here. He just doesn't want to get straight in. There's his angle. It's almost perfect. He'll just shoot a little drawback and
Great speed.
basically get about right where he's at with the cue ball. He'll wind up a little short of that, but it'll be just about perfect. And you notice how he just, everything's stop, stop, stop. Really doesn't have to move the cue ball a lot. That's what you want to do. Stay on the right angle of the ball, and you never have to really shoot a hard shot.
Well, that's one reason why he's moving around the table pretty fast, because there's really not much thinking to do on that particular rack. And he won the game when he played that good safety and snookered Buddy, and then got ball in hand was really when he made the most important shot. And he ties up the match. 3 games for Tang, 3 games for Buddy Hall.
Well, Tang's over there shaking his hand there. I don't know if he hurt it or just trying to get loose or what, but he was whipping it pretty good.
Taking a drink of water, and he's heading back to the table.
All right. Well, I certainly expect the ball to go on the break. Whether he gets a shot or not, only the pool gods know that. But I fully expect him to make a ball.
Okay, now.
Well, he's not going to get a shot.
Made one, and he can hit the 1.
Yeah, but he really doesn't have. I mean, he can play the bank, but position for the 2 looks pretty difficult.
I like bringing the cue ball off the 1 right over there back behind the 1. Try to snooker him with the 9.
Yeah, that's not a bad play, but boy, there's just no room for error there. That pocket's pretty big. I mean, you know, if you're trying to get behind the 9, you know you got to hit a little hard. I wouldn't mind taking it all the way down. The 1 ball passed aside by the 4 and the 7. Just cutting it down there all the way. He did what you said, Nick. That's pretty good. He hit it pretty well.
There it was. He executed very well. He's got him right behind the 9, and lots of things like you brought up. That was a big corner pocket there, and Buddy's faced with a little bit of a challenge because that 7 is blocking a little bit of the natural path to that 1 ball off the side rail, and he's going to have to spin this pretty good to go.
Can he masse this ball? Can he make a little curve on it?
I think that's almost out of the question. He's got to go, Kim, he's got to almost go around the whole 9 ball. And, man, he's got to almost shoot it to 8 to do it. I think he's got to hit low, maybe even short of that piece of chalk, more toward the upper part of the table.
Right.
And really load it up with the English. No,
Well,
is he going below the 7 here?
Looks like he's going to shoot it hard.
Is he going between the 7 and the 4?
You
Wow.
kidding me? What a great shot. I don't know about that, but I have to clap on that shot. Man, that was unbelievable.
That was a gutsy kick, huh?
Well, in between, he went right in between the window with there. I mean, it's hard enough just to try to spin it a little bit. He loaded that up with English and done that.
Tell you what, he's left Tang where he can see the ball. You think he's going to try to pocket the 1 here?
I would play the safe. I think the safe's in play. I mean, if he feels good, he could pocket it in his pretty natural shape. But I think he can knock the 1 up by the 6 and go 2 or 3 rails with the cue ball back underneath the 4, 7, and 2. I mean, it looks like it's a natural path to me from here.
I think I kind of like the safe because you just, I think he's coming off the right side as we look at the screen of the 1. Trying to cut the 1 underneath, but tell you what, he hit it awful good because, boy, if he gets past that 4, he leaves Buddy a great shot, and Buddy's facing kind of a tough situation here. Does he have any chance to? The problem with this when he hits the 1 is that cue ball's going right toward the corner pocket, and but if he can hit that thin enough where the cue ball hits the end rail, if that's possible, then he'll probably come up with a great safety and go right back up toward the side pocket and try to snooker Tang with that 7-8.
That's hit it very thin.
See that pocket, he got that thick hit, and that pocket, he had to hit that super thin. He's probably a little disappointed because he knew the reward might be really great if he caught the end rail, because speed wasn't real important there.
There was no doubt if he hadn't scratched, it would have been a snooker. Well, again, Tang has to shoot the 2 and get on the 4, and everything else seems to be laying pretty well.
Tell you what, these balls are laying awfully. We're, I guess, going from the 7 to the 8, he's got to be a little cautious. And he just can't slide straight down for the 6. He's going to have to maybe draw it over toward the left part of the table for the 6. And he needs a good angle on the 7.
Oh, I don't know if he's hit that hard enough.
Tell you what, he's going to have to kind of mash this ball on the side and then try to draw it over around the middle diamond.
Can he do that, or is he going to have to roll it up by the 9?
I think he can draw back.
Yeah, I guess he can. He's looking to do it.
One thing, you don't have to worry about the cue ball getting away from him here because he's so full that he really had to pound it to get there, but that's a perfect angle.
The 8's a slight problem only because the 9's there. He'll have to get good position and get on the 8 and shoot it back in the side.
Yeah, that's about as good as he could get. He'll probably try to come up 1 rail, and speed's really important here. That you don't lose your speed control here.
Yeah, you don't want to over-imp there. Yeah, he's hit it perfect.
Yeah, that's a great touch. Tang really, he made that easy there. And looks like Tang's going to reclaim the lead and pull ahead of Buddy Hall, 4 games to 3.
Hall wins game number 7 after 7 games. The score is Mr. Hall 4, Mr. Hall 3.
Okay, we're going to take a second look at this, but he's really trying to hit this 1 thin, and he just got a little too thick. It's hard to believe with where the ball right next to it, the 4 ball is, that he can hit this one thick enough. But that corner pocket was in play there, and Tang didn't mind, did he?
No, I don't think he did. And it didn't take long for him to run out either.
No. Well, you know, the last couple times he's been at the table, he's had a couple sweetheart layouts. Let's see what he comes up with this time after this break. He went for that head-on break, no cutting going on much. And the 7 went, and once again, he's got a couple blockers in the way, the 4-5, and then there's a problem balls up by the 1 on the upper left hand of the screen, the 6 ball and the 8 ball. And he might be able to jump this. Tang's going airborne, and I saw him go airborne earlier in the match, and he's thinking about jumping over and making the 1. And I tell you what, if he only has to go over a quarter to a third of the ball, I think I like his choice.
Yeah, the 2's laying right in front of the hole, so he'd really be unlucky not to get a shot at it, you know, if he pocketed the 1. And he could break, who knows, if he hits it just right, he could break the 6 and the 8 out.
Yeah, and he's looking about maybe pushing out, though. Now, do you shoot it if you're buddy, or do you let Tang go?
Well, I'll tell you what, it looks nice for a 2-rail safety, but I believe he's going to let Tang shoot it. I don't think he'll shoot this.
Yeah, because I don't think Tang's going to hook him here.
The only way you could, I don't see you going 1 rail. I see him going into the pocket 2 rails and out, and sending the 1 up by the side pocket where the 4 and the 5 is, and holding the cue ball right there behind the 6 and the 8. It's the only shot I see.
But he seems to be looking at the right side. He wants to be sure that he doesn't leave him a little spin shot to get around that 6. He wants to be sure it's a big curve, and I'm guessing Tang is going to go behind it and kick 2 rails, but
he's going to try a little masse here.
He's going to try to curve it around,
well,
and
here we go.
Make this 1, and he's going to be going right toward that 6-8 if he makes it, and may break him out, and he could even end up snookered behind him.
I think he's going to go 2 rails with the ball. I think that would. If he goes too deep here, he'll scratch. Oh, he hit it perfect. He hit it perfect. Just hit the 4.
But he's left Buddy. It's not an easy shot. It's a long shot, and Buddy's got a scoring opportunity here. It's not easy, but
well,
there could be a big reward if he makes it, because he's going to fall, I think, pretty good on the 2.
Well, what compounds the trouble here is the 5 ball and the 4. So I mean, it's not just making the ball. I mean, he's going to naturally have to roll it a little bit, and then you have the 5 there and the 4's there. So shape's pretty difficult here. It's not just making the ball. There's a couple of things.
I think he'll go forward after he hits the 5. I think he'll shoot this not very hard.
He's not careful. He'll come back out and the 4 will get him.
Boy,
Good shot.
What a nice
shot.
hit.
Sure was.
Boy, that hit the center, and Buddy continues, as he has all week, just coming with great shots. One hard shot after the next.
I don't think it'll be that difficult getting on the 6. I think he'll shoot the 6 back over in the top right-hand corner where he's at over there. Somehow, I think he'll just get an angle for the 5 and draw it back over.
Well, if he falls straight in on the 4, I think that's the key to what you're talking about, Kim, where all he has to do is either follow forward or draw back a little, and he's almost got, he only needs to go 4 or 5 inches back from the 4, and he's got that perfect angle to do just what you said. And
right.
But he's got a little out of line here on the 3. He didn't quite get as high as he wanted, and that makes falling good on the 4 much more difficult.
I don't think he'll have a problem making the ball. Position might be a little difficult. I think he should a little low right hand English, and just bring it back off the rail.
Close to where he's at now.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if Kim.
It's got a hole.
He's trying to follow.
I thought he was going to scratch.
Kim's plans. He got a little further to the right than he wanted, probably 3 or 4 inches. Where now he may have to bounce off the side rail, but he's really, if he hits this good speed, Kim, he's still in good position to maintain that angle he needs on the 5. He's on the right side of the 4, where he should end up with a good angle on the 5. He has to bear down on the 4 because, you know,
I think he's just going to draw it out. Maybe draw it 5 or 6 inches back.
Oh,
that's perfect.
That is nice. He did have a good angle on that 4 where he didn't have to move that cue ball very much. And now,
well, this is where Buddy's so good. I look for him to fall just perfect on this 6.
he'd like to fall straight in, or maybe with the cue ball, he has to cut the 6 a hair to the left, but not too far.
I think he'll fall just perfect.
He just wants a little bump here now. Straight in.
Straight in could be trouble.
That could be trouble, and he's found it from the expression on Buddy's face. He has not found the angle he needs, and
he might have to roll it all the way up and shoot the 8 back down here where the 9's at. I don't. Oh boy,
he's going
this
up.
could be dangerous.
He's
here.
going up because he don't like it.
I don't think he'll shoot that shot. That's just hard to make, and he's trying to stop the cue ball and get position on the 8. That's just a hard shot to make, period, elevating that cue like that. Unless he's just straight in, he might be forced to shoot that shot.
Well, really, if he can't have some kind of angle to miss that corner pocket, he doesn't have much choice. So he is off the rail a fraction where.
I think he has to roll this ball. I don't think he's going to elevate the cue. He has to roll it.
You're right,
I didn't think he was going to mess with that. He's got to make sure, first of all, is make the 6. Spin it out. Shoot it hard and spin it out. There we go. 3 rails.
Boy, oh boy, if he gets a little high, he's still got a tough shot.
Yep.
It looks like to me what he has to do here, Kim, is draw in short of the side and then come to the right side 1 rail for the 9 in the left-hand corner. Now, what do you like here?
The 8 ball will not be going in the side pocket slow. He will shoot it, draw it in the side rail like you said, I believe, and get back over here.
So he's really got to get this in clean for it to stay in, because he's got to hit this awful firm speed. And look for the cue ball to come to the right side of the 9 on the bottom of the screen, so he can play position for the left-hand corner.
Do a little dance. Do a little dance. There it was, dancing.
He used low left.
What a shot.
What a nice shot. Great shot, and the crowd appreciated that one, Kim.
He's got a smile. He knows he hit it good.
Okay, Buddy Hall pulls even with Tang Ho. 4 games for each one.
Well, it's lived up to its billing so far. Nice close match. Anything can happen, though. I tell you, the way the table's breaking, one guy could get up there and break and run 4 or 5 racks, and before the guy who watch hits him, you know what I mean? It could be over.
Tell you what, it's almost been error-free 9-ball in the finals. Both players look like they really came to play, and
well, I don't think there's been a ball missed.
They are giving us our best. They're giving us their best, both of them. Like you just said, I don't think we've seen any misses, have we?
I don't believe there's been a ball missed so far. A couple of kicks missed, but that's about it. And you can't fault them for that.
Okay, now Buddy's been awful productive on this break. He's hitting the 1, cutting it, going over to the right rail, and
it seems like when the cue ball stays on the right rail, there's no shot.
Okay, and he missed the corner ball that time, but boy, that's a good spot to leave the cue ball in, right behind the 6.
Every time the cue ball goes to the right side, there's no shot. That's like the 4th time in a row it's been over there, and they haven't got a shot. When it's out in the middle of the table on the other side, there seems to always be a shot.
So it looked like to me Tang's got to figure out where to push the cue ball. Now, where would you push it, Kim?
Well, I'll tell you, every time somebody's pushing out after the break, the 1 ball's always down there, and they're always having to push out over to the left side. So I wouldn't think this would be any different. I think he's going over there somewhere where the 5 and the 2 is. They're going to push out one of these days where that bank's going to be pretty inviting. Instead of spinning it out 2 rails and coming back down here in the corner and playing safe every time. Looks like he's going to try to push out where maybe you can take a shot and cut it in. Tell you what, if he was right where the 9 was, push it out somewhere in there. Looks like it might be easy to make the ball, but getting that position would be pretty rough.
What he could do is roll toward that piece of chalk, freeze him on the rail, and then that puts Buddy in a position where the safety's not so easy. I don't like this too much.
If I was going
he
to
stays above us 2-5, I just do not like it. Because now we know what's going to happen. Buddy's coming right back between the 8 and 9 2 rails and try to block with that 3 and that 6. Or do you think he's going to cross it and bring it up table? But that 4 ball don't look too big to me.
No, it's not too big, yeah. That would be the only ball he could get. Yeah, I wouldn't think he would do that.
Well, he probably end up blocking with the 3 and the 8 because it's going to be...
I'd try to get him behind the 9 ball here.
The 9?
Yeah.
Well, that's a gutsy play. There's not much room there, Kim.
Yeah, but then you have the 8 there too, and if you go the other way, see if you go that way, then you can play the 1 and come off 2 rails and try to get behind the 4. If you spin it out and try to get behind the 3 and the 8 and the 6, there's a couple of gaps there that come into play.
Yeah.
In this way, even if you miss the 9 on the left side just a little bit, there's really if it's inside the diamonds up by the 4, there's no shot.
Well, that's a pretty astute observation on your part there.
Let's see if he keeps it. I think he's going to keep it inside the 4, inside the pocket of the 4. He tried to make it.
Gee whiz.
Wow. Buddy Hall, pretty offensively
I never
minded.
anticipated that.
Well, I knew one of these times they were going to try to pop at that ball because it's always out there on that left side. So he took the shot at it. You know, really, if you think about it now, that wasn't all that bad a shot because he had the cue ball coming right back for the deuce.
He figured it was going to die on this end of the table, so he figured that he was going to leave Tang tough anyway, which he has. And
Tang don't have no choice but to shoot, I don't think. I don't see no safe.
No, I think I would too, because he figures to run into something too.
The 8 ball.
And stay down here.
He hits it clean. He didn't.
And he hit it too full, and tell you what, Buddy is going to be trying to cut that 1 in that right pocket this time, don't you think?
I think so, and I think his position play would be in between the 2 and the 9. What do you think? I don't think he's going to try to get anywhere and mess with that 5 ball on that side.
No.
Don't you think he's going to try to come in between it?
If he can, he's certainly going to try to come inside to the left of the 9, because if he goes to the right of the 9, there's not much room down there.
He would be hard pressed here, even if he misses the ball, to give Tang Ho a shot if he gets the cue ball back in between the 2 and the 9.
Well, one of your key awarenesses on this cut shot is to cut it enough.
Yeah, he didn't hit it.
Well, he caught the 1 a little full. Did you notice how the ball went in the lower part of the pocket, and that slowed him down just enough where he just didn't quite get there? Now, is he going to cut the 2? Can he get out of there 2 rails? 5 looks like a big ball there to come around 2 rails for the safe. I don't think he can clear it.
The only thing, well, yeah. I'd say the only thing he might be able to do is clear it and get behind the 7, but I don't think he'll do that.
Is he crossing it, bringing the 2 up by the 7?
Looks like the 2's too close to the rail. Can't get out of the double kiss, I don't think. He might be able to shoot a lot of low-hand English, low left-hand English, hit the 2, then hit the bottom rail with the 2's that go up and hit by the pocket, and then come back underneath.
Oh, the 9.
But he'd have to try to make sure.
Boy, he'd have to hit that pretty hard, wouldn't he?
Yeah, he would have to. I guess he would, wouldn't he? He'd have to try to get the 7 to hit the deuce, hit the 7.
Is he going to try to maybe go around the 5 with a thin hit and get behind the 7? No?
Well,
no.
he did.
No,
Okay.
if he
What a
catches
shot.
the 4, this is really a good shot.
He's got him anyway.
Can he hit the, I think he can hit the outside edge. Maybe we'll soon know. It's close.
That was a pretty good shot there. He had a better angle than we thought, I guess. I didn't think he had that angle. I'll tell you what, this isn't, well, I'm going to say he just can't come off the end rail and hit it.
Tell you what, he can do almost the same thing. In fact, he would actually have a chance to make the 2 if he can hit the edge.
Oh, he can hit the ball? I don't know. Can he hit it? I don't think he
Well,
can
he
hit it.
keeps looking down there. I think he's. I think he can hit the edge of it, Kim.
Well, if he can hit the edge, then he'll have a
He
good...
keeps looking. He keeps looking. It must be super thin.
Another break. What's he doing here? Oh,
He's break time.
grabbing his pack of smokes, and he's going off. Off to the races.
Okay, we're taking a break in the final match of the U.S. Open, and we'll be right back. Okay, we're back at the title match of the U.S. Open, the championship match, and Tang Ho is facing a tough situation. It looks like he's looking right now to play a billiard off the 2 and the 9, and maybe kind of play a two-way, both a safety shot and at the same time maybe make the 2 and get position on the 3.
Well,
the 5 ball's the big obstacle here.
he's going to come up lame for shape if he tries to make the 2, I believe. I just don't see it happening. He tried to make it.
He did.
Well, I guess he would have had the shape, but I mean, he missed it so far. Wow. He's pretty fortunate here, really, to leave Buddy with this. I mean, there's not really much there.
I don't think this bank works, and
I don't even see much as far as the safety goes. Maybe he can just scoot it and hook him behind the 1 ball, but then he's going to have a pretty easy kick. Can he get enough to go behind the 9 with the cue? If he can do that, that'll be pretty serious. No, that's all he had. Well, he can't see this one because I'm right down the barrel at it.
I think he's got the edge here.
No.
And
I'm right down the barrel on this one. He can't see this one.
And I'm not sure he's got a good path to this either, Kim.
Well, look, the 9's got him going the other way, doesn't it?
He's going to curve around, try to tick it, and get the cue ball on the upper end.
He'll give him ball in hand if he shoots that shot. He snooked him pretty good. He's going to have to go into a little bit of English here.
I think what he's got to hope for here is not. No, he's using low, so
scratches in play.
He's going to try to keep the cue ball maybe on this end, but he
scratches
may go.
In play.
Oh, he hit it.
Look, that's real lucky there. Wow. Then we get a couple.
He's got him totally snookered.
We get a couple of claps from all the full enthusiasts. I don't know if they have much knowledge of that. I don't think he played it that way. I would certainly hope to think that nobody's that good to be able to play it that way. He actually, the cue ball got airborne.
He jumped
The cue ball jumped off the rail and just barely snipped it and then went around 2 rails. Very fortunate there.
Looks like Buddy's only got 1 kick to me, and that's 1 rail at the 2. And
if he can catch it a little thin, run the 2 into the 6 and hope it don't get up there by the side pocket, the cue should go down by the other corner over there. I think that might not be a bad play.
I'll tell you what I like kind of doing here. I like hitting the 2, knocking it up toward the corner of the 4, and not hitting it super hard. I think he's got a chance to get him with the 6, or the 2 can get behind the 4, can end up on the end rail.
He can get him with the 8.
But he may.
He's shooting it hard.
I think the choice here is whether you shoot harder or just medium.
It looks like he's going to let it fly with bottom English. Sure did.
Well, I'm not going to argue with that.
Well, I'll tell you what. Now, that man might have played that shot. That man might have played that shot there, hitting it hard and skipping down there.
I'll tell you what, he did what you love to do on any safety or kick, is separate the balls one to the other end and then put 1 in between.
He's going airborne.
Yeah, he's going to jump over the edge of the 4, and the biggest.
Then again, he's going to be fortunate to draw position on
He just got to go over the
3.
edge, so he figures to make contact, if not make this ball. Oh, this is a big shot here. This could be a real momentum builder, and the 8. Watch for the 8, and boy, he's perfect.
How did he? That's hard to understand.
He hit that so full that it died, Kim. He hit that ball full in the pocket, which absolutely killed the cue ball. And that's a great shot.
You just don't want to get straight in here. You can't come off and get straight in.
Uh-oh, he's running into the 5.
Well, he's straight in. He's knocked the 5 up by the side a little bit. He's going to have to draw it all the way back out and shoot the 5 in the side. And hope that he can draw it far enough, because he can't come out 2 rails. He's going to have to draw it way down past the spot here.
No, he's going forward
I
2 rails
don't
around
like
the 7. No, he just tried to mash it in, Kim, and
well, now he's got a fairly difficult shot here. Well, the way he's been making them, they haven't really, neither player missed a ball, so how hard can it be?
he's probably going to roll this in and bounce off above the side and try to get a little angle for the 6. And boy, that's clean hit. He wants a little angle. He's a little flat on this ball. Where do you go on this draw shot?
I think
All the way back?
I think he's going underneath the 7 and come back out.
Yeah, I like that. No, he had
I
the
guess he had an
angle just
angle,
to
yeah.
come straight over.
It's hard to see. I didn't see he had that angle.
But he sure hit the 6 in nice and crisp. Nice and clean.
Well, just a little roll up, shoot the 9 in the corner, and we're going to have a new leader.
Okay, that jump shot over the edge of the 4 was a great shot this rack. And it turned into, he was able to capitalize on it, Kim. And then Tang Ho pulls into the lead, 5 games to 4. Be nice to look at that jump shot one more time, huh? Boy, he killed that cue ball nice. Got great position. Now, sometime when you make a great shot like that, Kim, sometime you're able to gain some momentum from a shot like that. Let's see what Tang does this time on the break. See if he can break, make a ball, and get a shot.
Well, I believe he'll get a shot if he can get that cue ball off the right-hand rail. If that cue ball hugs the rail, and everything holds true, he won't have a shot.
Yeah, the one's been going up there toward the chalk where even if they can see it, they're going to have a thing to cut. And he still went over, but the 3 went straight in. And I guess he's got a shot.
Well, if he can see the edge of it, he's going to have to go ahead and shoot it because there's nowhere to go here. He's just going to have to cut it in. I mean, as straight as he's been shooting, pocketing everything, I don't see him trying to duck here.
Okay, I think he's trying to cut it in the corner pocket and go back and forth for the 4 ball. No.
I guess he couldn't see it. Pretty good shot.
That was I like that. Okay, we're going to take a second look. Here comes the jump shot, Kim, on the 2 ball, the last rack. And
just watch how full he hit it.
Look how good. He hit that so full and stopped the cue ball on this end of the table. Got a great angle on the 3. And now Buddy finds himself behind the 5 ball and kicking at the 1.
Well, is he going to hit it hard again, or is he going to shoot this easy?
I tell you, I don't think this is finesse here. I think this is power kick.
Just go ahead and
hope something good happens.
He's got to make sure to hit it square, because if he doesn't hit it square, that cue ball can squirt off in that side pocket in between the 5 and the 6.
No, he kind of finessed that kick. And he's left Tang open on the 1. It's long, but he's almost straight in, and the way Tang's been pocketing, and the key for Tang here, it looks like he already he knows he's going for the 1, and he's looking to see how to make that 4-5 combination to the side and then get position on the 4.
He might play the billiard, Nick.
Oh, stop it and play
He could play the billiard.
He'll have to draw back a little for that.
Just a little bit, yeah. I think that might be a better choice because I think it's too thin of a cut from the 4 to the 5 to stop it. Well, we'll find out. I think he just needs to draw back a couple 3 inches, not really much.
I think he's cut. Yeah, he did.
He overhit.
Ooh, no, he's open.
Is he open to it?
Now,
Well,
I don't know if the billiard goes.
Yeah, I think it goes from here. I think it does.
Yeah, he's looking at it, isn't he?
Yeah.
Or at least he's looking to see where the 5's going to go, one of the 2.
He would like both of them to fall, ideally. Well, he needed both of them to fall.
One of them didn't go.
Well, he needed to put a little pitch on that ball and stop it.
That didn't go.
He kind of hit it with a little roll instead of just pinching it. You know what I'm saying? Where when it hit the 5, the cue would have just stopped.
Okay.
Stroke, in other words.
And Tang finds himself behind the 6 ball, and
Don't you just have to hit this nice and easy, and then you make it, and you shoot the 6 back down here where the 9's at? Will it go by there?
what's he looking down here for?
He's looking 2 rails.
Oh, I got to kick this straight across 1 rail and just hit it soft, and I got to bet I'll make the 4 here. What about you?
I would think that that's the way to go. I mean, I
Play
think
position on the 6.
that he likes the 2 railer, evidently.
Wow.
He can scratch here if he goes underneath it.
Boy, you called that one, Cam. I didn't.
Why wouldn't he go 1
I think it
rail?
was a bad choice there.
Yeah, he should have went 1 rail.
I think that's a bad choice on the kick. What's the advantage of going 2 instead of 1 there? How can that be easier to judge?
I guess maybe just a more of a natural angle. He could hit it harder. I don't really know what he was thinking of there.
Yeah, but hitting it hard, I don't know what good that does you. Because you want to die straight in on the 6, right?
I'll tell you what, buddy. Buddy's dodged a bullet here if he can run out. Tie this up because that was, you know, pretty big. Go up 2 games. Especially this point in the match.
that was Tang's first chance to pull into a 2-game lead.
Well, the
since
first
he started out the match.
Yeah, he started out 2-0, didn't he?
Yes.
Or was it 1?
Yes,
it was
he
2-0
started
one.
out 2-0.
Right. Well, he's just going to bounce off here, isn't he, and shoot the 7 back over on the left-hand corner.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to go too far here. Just get the cue ball off the rail, basically, and try to get that angle where he can play the stay to the left of the 8.
No,
he tried to come out where he can play the 7 and 8 in the same pocket, and I think he fell just ideal.
Well, I would have to bet the 9 will go there, too. I was a gambling man.
Yeah, this looks like a 1-pocket game here, doesn't it? All 3 of them going to go in the same pocket.
Look at, he's Tang's with the towel again. Buddy warned him. That's the 3rd time.
But he scolded him a little, wasn't he?
Well, can't really blame Buddy. I mean, Buddy's shooting that way and nobody's moving, and Tang's got the towel rolling. I mean, you know. It'd be okay if everybody in the stands had a towel and they were, you know, rubbing it back and forth. But when just one guy's got it doing, then everybody else is still, it kind of stands out.
Now that you bring that up, Kim, it would be a tough game. You know them guys in the NBA that shooting them 3 throws and that confetti and stuff they're waving as the guy shoots a 3-throw. Pool be a little tough on shooting them long shots if you was looking at that in the background.
Well, I'll tell you what, I've played more than one pool tournaments where it's been like that, I think. Or it seems to be. It's a whole different game, though, that basketball. They get it, catch it, and shoot it. Reaction sport, you know. Where pool, you really have to. It's like more like golf. I wish it was. I wish we played pool like golf, where, I mean, you know, nobody moved an ounce.
Well, I tell you
it's
what.
Not that way, though.
It's tied up. Buddy Hall 5, Tang Ho 5, and all of a sudden we're playing a race to 6 for the U.S. Open title, and I like the team stuff with the high five and cheering, and I like.
No doubt. A little more spirit too.
I like more excitement.
I like that logo Buddy's got on his shirt there. It says Pro Billiards Tour. Well, Tang Ho has one on also. Where the best players in the world do play, there's no doubt about that.
Well, the finals of this U.S. Open attest to that, don't they? Oh,
look out.
Look he's going to get, if the 8 don't get in his way.
Oh.
Ouch.
Yeah, he can put a little spin on it.
Can he catch that to the left of it?
I don't know. He might have to go outside the right on this one. That's close.
Boy, that 8, that's the worst place on the table it could be. Otherwise, he'd have either easy rail first shot to the left of the 1, or he would have a straight in on the
I'll bet he don't push out here.
No, evidently he can slide and catch the edge of that 1, Kim. He is not taking much time with this.
He hit it pretty firm.
Boy, he hit it soft, and
oh, he did hit it soft.
Oh my goodness! Look where he fell on this 3. Oh, that's perfect. He can just slide over. Oh, he's got a nice layout looking here. Looks like to me the key's just making this 3, Kim. And getting good position on the 4, but it looks like the position's pretty natural unless he stays up too high. But
right, just can't overstroke it here.
Looks like to me you just die on the end rail, be just fine, because the 1's at least an inch and a half off the end rail. It looks like where he can get up for the 5.
Well, this is the whole key to winning this game right here, is pocketing the 3 and getting on the 4.
Watch the head position here. If his head stays still, I would bet the 3 goes.
Well, if you watch
He's
Buddy,
solid as a rock, wasn't he?
every shot before Buddy shoots, it's very minute, but he lifts his head just a little bit. You can't even hardly tell it unless you're watching close. Did you see it?
Mm-hmm.
Just a little bit. I mean, if you wasn't
Kind
paying,
of goes with the stroke, doesn't it?
if you wasn't
The
paying
fold.
attention, you wouldn't even be able to tell it.
I tell you what, he's a little disappointed here because he's got a draw with maybe a little low left English to get a decent angle for the 6 in the side, or he could maybe just draw in and out for the 6 in the corner. I like going up for the side with a little low right myself.
I think that's what he'll do. Then he can. Then if he doesn't get straight, he can come back off the end rail into the 7. He's
Watch
spinning
the
out.
cue ball. See how it opens up that angle. And
See,
he's still going down table a little.
I don't know if he might just slow roll this, or he might go up to the table and bring it back. He needs to catch an angle though for the 8.
I don't think he's going too far here.
Just stop it right there. Yeah, perfect. He was almost straight.
Yeah, he was almost perfect.
Well, he wants to just come back out in the middle of the table, doesn't he? And then draw it back across and shoot the 9 over the left-hand corner there.
I'd say back to the middle is just about right.
Oh, he decided to
Boy,
come
he
all the
came
way down.
Way over.
I don't think he wanted to do that. Now
I
he's going to have to
think
stretch.
I think he overamped that one. Now, where's he going to go, Kim? Is
I
he
would-
going to come all the way across here, or is he going to try to
Well,
pull it up along this left side?
Now I think he's going to pull it. Before, I thought if he would have stayed out more in the middle, he would have come back across. I think he'll just pull it straight back. Nope.
No, he kind of...
Well, he's hitting balls with the authority, isn't he?
Yeah, and look at this control. Absolutely straight in on the 9. I don't know about you, but this is just about my favorite shot on the 9.
I like it a little closer to the hole, though.
Okay, Buddy Hall closing to a 1-game lead. He leads 6 games to 5 over Tang Ho.
6 games to 5.
I don't know about you folks out there, but you're going to buy this tape here and watch this great match. Myself and Nick and Earl and Jimmy and Reed Pierce and went over to England, didn't we? And Team America beat Team Europe, and I'll tell you what, ACCUSTATS has that, and that's a wonderful, wonderful tape. It's actually more than one tape. It would be very, very nice to have in your collection. He took a little off that break and nothing went. He might come up here with, I don't think he'll even mess with the 9. I think he'll try to run out, don't you, Nick?
Yeah, if he can get above for the 2, I think you're right. If he can't get above the 2, then he has to think about it. Serious.
Getting back to that tape, that was fun, wasn't it? Going over there in England and playing, cheering the people.
That was the most fun event I ever played in. Team America playing Team Europe, and we had a fight on our hands too. We were behind the first 2 days and pulled even on the 3rd day, and then the last day everybody played great on Team America.
That was the only day that I
won
played good.
every match, 5 in a row.
Yeah, that was the only day that I played good, the last day.
But what a great format, kind of like the Ryder Cup of pool.
And we're supposed to be going back, I believe, aren't we?
Yeah, I think we're going back for a rematch. I think the European.
Oh yeah, see that was a mistake there. I
don't
know
know
why.
about a mistake because I don't think he could get above the 2, Kim. What was he going to do there? Could he play safe?
Well, I thought he could have elevated a little bit because the one was close to the hole. I thought he could have elevated it a little bit and just bounced it over. Well, I'll tell you what here. It don't look like there's much. There's a picket fence down there, but you got to get through it. You know, he don't want to leave that one nowhere near that 9. After that shot Tang Ho just shot, he don't want to leave the one nowhere near the 9 because he knows what'll happen.
Well, he might not mind leaving the one on the end rail, but if he does, he wants it around this first diamond over on the right side. He don't want to leave him any play for that 9 ball and let Tang get an easy game.
You think he's going to take a shot at it? But he don't fly it too many shots like that. But he does have kind of a semi-free shot if he can get back down in between all those balls.
Well, it looks like 2 balls he can get between is maybe the 6 and the 8, and he might take a pop at the 9.
That's what I was saying. I just don't know if he'll do that.
If he knows he can. The problem of going between the 6 and the 8, you're going right toward that big gap of the 3 and 4.
Can he roll it up? Well, he couldn't hit it with no speed trying to get the cue out between the 7 and the 5.
He can maybe try to cut it and come behind the 5 and 3, but he don't have much of a path to get through that those 6 balls on this end of the table. He's looking to come between the 3 and 4.
I think he's taking a shot at the 9. I really do.
Well, I can't see anything better. The only thing I can see is you don't want to scratch in this lower left corner is what I would not want to do. And
it sets natural too. He's
I
got to
might
hit
hit this
flat.
with some speed too, Cam.
He's got to hit it with kind of a flat ball, doesn't he? Oh, I don't.
Boy, he made the
I
one.
don't know. I don't know if that was. He's going to really have to come with one now. 3 rails around the table, shoot the 3 right where the cue ball's at. What do you think? That's the only thing I see. The 3 won't go where right in the other corner. The 4 has him blocked.
I'll be surprised if he hits this shot very hard.
You don't think he's going to go 3 rails?
Well, he may try to go 3 rails, but I don't see. He's got to come so far to get a shot on the 3. I think I might cinch the 2 and try to play safe on the 3. But
yeah, I don't think he'll do that.
You think he's going to load it up?
I do, yeah.
Boy, you called it. Man, what a great shot. That was.
Look at the speed.
How about this shot?
Wow. Yeah.
That was a pool shot.
Now he has to contend with a 5. Not only make the 3, then contend with a 5 and not get snookered.
Can he just bump the 5, stick there, and just knock it over about a foot and shoot the 4? Or that might make position tough if it gets on the rail.
I think he's going to shoot a little, just a kill shot. Just hit it with low English.
He's going with high, I think.
I think he needs to reevaluate this then. Yeah, hit it too hard. I thought he would have shot a lot easier than that. I guess he tried to hit it real full.
I don't think he can pocket this ball.
You don't think he can make that? I think he can make it.
You think he can hit it thin enough to make it?
I think he's just going to go ahead and let her rip.
Well, he's going to have to hit it with some reverse.
Yeah, a lot of inside juice.
Because he definitely wants to stay low down here.
I see him shooting the 5 back over in the lower right-hand corner. Oh, how good did he hit that?
What a nice shot.
How did he hit that? Like that? I want to. That ball
tell you
came
what,
on.
Buddy runs out this rack. He's really, in my opinion, stole a game. Stole a game from Tang Ho here.
I think he wants to come straight back up table, don't you, and shoot the 6 back down here in the right-hand corner? Up above the 8?
Yeah, I think he'll go above.
makes much better for a natural angle to get back to the 7.
Because now he can fall full on the 7 and then shoot the 8 in the side, and that's the pattern I like. Or do you like playing the 8 in the same pocket as the 6? I kind of like.
No, I don't like that.
I like playing the 8 in the side,
Me
and
too.
floating down for the 9. I like going forward on the 7.
Even if you get straight in on the 8, look where the 9's at. You know,
Yeah.
if you can't make the 9 from where the 8's at, you don't deserve to be up there anyway, right? I can't imagine that, you know, they missed a ball. They're not going to miss that one.
I might like to get a little closer to it. The angle's not bad, but I'd like to get 3 or 4 feet closer.
One of those straight-in shots, I understand.
Uh-oh.
Well, we might have what we're talking about here then.
Is there any chance he'll stop his ball here and go cut the 8 in and go 3 rails?
I don't believe so, no.
You think he'll go to the end rail and try to spin out and get straight close to straight
I don't even know if he'll try to spin out.
Oh, really? Just center ball and go down?
I think he might just go down and roll the 8 in the side and then take that shot. That's what I think. I don't think he wants to try to mess with spinning it out. He might. I can't really tell the angle.
I know one thing. If I could hit this with center ball and go to this end rail and catch the end rail solid, I'll even take the angle cutting the 8 the wrong way, because all you got to do is get a little closer to that rail. 2 or 3 inches really makes that 9 a lot simpler than where the 8's at. You follow what I'm saying?
Oh, sure.
You know.
I think he'll roll up and try to get down on that last diamond somewhere down in there and then just roll at the 8 in the side. We'll see
Now,
what
if he
happens.
can hit the end rail, looks like to me he's got to go with a serious choice of
I don't
stopping there.
He's not going to draw this ball back, surely. He was looking at that for a second.
Yeah, well, I think that was just a passing thought.
Look. Wow. Well, we must be off angle. I must not be able to see it right, because this looks like very difficult for him to do this. Well, I'll tell you what. I don't know about that.
I tell you what, I would have rather stopped and went 3 rails myself. That one's got me fooled.
Well, he just figures, well, look, I'm going to take this shot. You know, how can I'm playing good. I don't figure to miss this shot. So I guess that's, buddy, I'm never going to second guess him, that's for sure. See, now he has bridge problems. See, he's...
Well, I think what Buddy's going to try to do is stare this 8 down and say, I'm tougher than you are, and I dare you not to go.
He jumped. Boy, I don't see Buddy doing that too often. He usually don't move. But that leg got up in the air there.
Look at that smile.
Wow. He knows he hit a pearl there.
Wow. And we got Buddy Hall over Tang Ho, and the score is 7-5. And we're starting to fall into that area of the match, Kim, where being behind is a little dangerous. Okay, we've got to change the tape, and we'll be right back with the conclusion of the U.S. Open final match. Okay, we're back with action here at the U.S. Open, and Buddy Hall's breaking, and the score is 7 games for Buddy, 5 games for Tang Ho, and
I haven't seen a 9 on the break in a long time.
Okay, Buddy made the 4, and watch out 6. Watch out 6. Oh, I know his mouth had to be watering if he would have got open on this one ball here. Look at that 3-9.
Well, again, I don't see him pushing out. I see him having to go for a kick. I just don't see nowhere to push here.
What about Kim just kicking this to the side rail there and lining it up, cue ball on the 1 straight toward the 3?
Yeah.
Would it be tough for him to snooker him there?
You mean just kicking it down by the 3?
No, not that far. Just kick it over about the 2nd diamond.
And try to hook him?
Short of the side.
Not trying to hook him, just trying to place
Yeah,
him?
not trying to hook him.
I don't think he'll do that. I think he's going to try to kick it in between the 3 and the 4 and down by the 8 and hold it and get him with a 6.
Okay, King's got an opening on this one, and he's got a big couple choices here, Kim. He can cut the one in. Well, it looks like the billiard may not be on. He's going to hit the 8 too full. And
he has a big problem getting shape here, Nick, if he tries to make this ball.
Yeah, these shots I hate.
I look for him to shoot the 1, draw the cue ball, hit the 8, and try to get it over, get the cue ball over by the 9 and the 3, and send the 1 down by the in-rail down between the 7 and the 6.
Yeah, he's got a lot of things have to happen here. He can't afford for the 1 unless he gets awful close to the 3 and the 4. He's got to cut the 1 enough to clear that 7 when that 1 starts coming around 2 rails. And I think that's the shot I like, but I tell you what, the way he's aiming, I think he's playing the long rail bank. Wow.
Is he gonna... Really, he did get away with that. Look where the cue ball is with the 8. He had no position. He really, I don't know.
Well, if Buddy can get some spin on this cue ball, I look for him to play the 1 in the left corner and try to come between the 3 and 9 2 rails, and I look for him to try to run out. I would actually, I think, play this ball, try to be sure I might not even try to overcut this one so that I really come around chart.
Right, and get
to stay close to that 3, and if it hits the end rail, he's got a chance to snooker him on top of it, Kim.
Well, just depending on the elevation of the cue, you know, well, he's going to take a shot at it. I don't think if he doesn't spin this ball, though, I don't think that he's going to be able to get proper shape if he doesn't put a lot of spin on it.
Tell you what, the spin was there, the angle was there, and what about the play here on the 9? If that 9, could we get a close-up on that 9 ball? I'd like to see if that 9 ball's frozen or if it's off the rail fraction.
Well, if it's frozen, it's taboo. He won't mess with it.
Tell you what, if it's not frozen...
Looks like it's off. I think he'll play it. I really do.
Well, he's got a chance to play the 3 at the same time, don't he?
Well, I don't know if he can...
Cross-side?
Yeah, but I don't know if he can get enough spin on it to make the 3 and hold the cue for the 9. I think he's going to play that 9, and I'd look for him to make it, to be honest with you. You know, you can hit it a little bad when it's off the rail. With an English, you don't have to catch it exactly flush.
Okay, we could have some real action. What's the 3? What's the 9? I look for him to go for the bank on the 3 and the billiard on the 9, and this could be a free shot and a game-winning shot.
He's playing the bank. Oh, he hit it. Oh. Wow. I think he was concentrating too much on the 3.
Okay, now Tang Ho's got some pressure on him. He's facing a shot that is a little bit difficult, and he's down 7-5, and this is, I'd say, the best blood test he's faced in this match so far. Well, he needs to come with this 3.
Yeah.
The whole tournament may boil down to this shot right here for Tang Ho. This is critical.
Well, position too. I mean, if he pounds this ball, he could scratch. If he rolls it, then he'll have position. But rolling that ball, that's no easy task.
I would roll it forward and go forward a couple feet. I wouldn't hit it super soft. But is he cutting it in the side?
Oh, wow.
I tell you what, King responded pretty well there. That was a critical spot for him, and he got it in.
It was like a 3-rail bank, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a little borderline, wasn't it?
This might not be no good.
Straight is not real good.
That's not good at all.
I tell you what, he's only got one option here that I see, and that's draw it up. Maybe as high as that second diamond on this end of the table, about where that piece of chalk's at.
That's a mental error there. That's.
I've got to draw this back at least to the third, the diamond on this side of the side, the lower part of the side. I'd come back at least 2 full diamonds, maybe 3, and if I get off the rail an inch or so.
Look at what he's done. He's on the freeze, froze on the rail. And he straight in froze on the rail. Well, I'll tell you what. You know, might be feeling some nerves now. That's just all I can say about it. I think that's just nerves. Pressure the U.S. Open.
What, he's in a tough spot to play safe here. I think if he crosses this ball, he might be facing a double kiss, and if you put right English on it, I think it's carrying him where he's going to die on the 7.
Well, he's in nowhere man's land.
I think he's going to have to make this 6 and may have to play safe, or he's going to probably have to make an awful thin hit on the 7 or bank it to get out. He almost has to make this 6 to get out of the trap, Kim.
Well,
do you see a safety?
No. If he shoots the 6 and he tried to shoot it hard, he's straight in. If he shoots it and rolls it, he's going to have to bank the 7 or play a safe. So basically what it boils down to is he has to make the 6 or he's blown the game. And blown his chances to win the U.S. Open, I believe, if he doesn't win this game.
This is this is a critical shot for Tang Ho while he's facing on the 6, and he's trying to see if he can get to safety. What he might do is chip the right side of the 6, and if he hits it a little bit full, and just try to bring it to the middle of the table and hook him with the 7. That might be possible.
Oh, can he get out of that kiss, though?
He went for the
He might have made it 2 rails.
No, it's too high.
What's the cue ball doing? Did he get behind the 7? No, it's all the way down. Yeah, that's too bad. He played real well up into that point. He just made an error there.
Well, I think the biggest error was the speed on the draw shot. I think he was in a triple tough spot there.
Well, when he shot the 4 ball over for the 5, he just, one thing you don't want to do is get straight in on that shot. I mean, he just had to make sure he didn't get straight in. He felt just perfectly straight. But he'll just take this around 2 rails naturally, won't he, Nick?
Yeah, he'll just swing around 2 rails. Probably put quite a bit of left English on it so that it comes out. And
absolutely perfect. That's textbook.
As usual, he's got great position.
Yeah, I think that error there by Tang Ho was I think that was very critical there. I think that, I'm not saying he can't win, but I think that really narrowed the chances of him winning, going down 3 games. And
well, see, after he made that opening shot and stuff, I feel like he really was in position to give the game away, and then the very next shot he got into trouble. And Buddy Hall pulls into the lead, 8 games to 5 over Tang Ho, and Tang Ho has got his work cut out from here. But he's really looking at the alignment of the rack here, isn't he?
Well, I can't say that I don't blame him. Well, I know one thing. He would really, really like to break and run out right here.
Well, he's been pretty effective on making a ball on the break in this match. He's broke pretty strong.
He's going to hit him a little harder than he did last time, I think. Yeah, he went into that a little bit. Look at the 1. Let's watch it. Look at this. Whew. Well, I'm going to tell you what. It's getting shorter and shorter. We got us a Buddy Hall vintage here. He hasn't missed a ball. Missed 1 kick that I can count.
Now, where's he going for position on the 3 here, Kim?
He has to come up in between the 7 and the 4 and come up high and try to
Just
get
with
out.
right English.
Yeah, try to get out in the middle of the table. There ain't no way he can try to play it underneath.
With a level stroke.
Right. I think he has to come on the right side. On the right side. He might be going between the 7 and the 3 now. That looking what he's doing with the cue ball. Since the three's there close to the pocket, he really just has to get out in the open. It's ideal, isn't it?
Now, which pocket's the 4 going into?
Probably the side, I would think, where the 8's at. Just a little 2 rails out of the corner.
Yeah, it looks like to me I would go with a level stroke here with just a lot of left English to get the right angle here, just spread it a little bit. I would want to come off the second rail myself here, like you said, 2 rails. Let's see how Buddy plays it.
The 6 is in a, I mean, it's, I don't know here. I think he came too far above it, didn't he? No, I guess he's pretty well straight.
Yeah, I think he just has to roll forward 4 or 5 inches, and I think he'll just have to. What'll be important is the speed bouncing off the rail for the 6. That
Right.
looks like the only place that he can lose his angle, and maybe he could be a little short, end up thin on the 6, or get a little full on it.
He'd ideally like to be where the 4's at for the cue ball for the 6. That's where he wants to be. Came too far. Just came too far.
He
He's
got a
gonna-
little straight in on this 5. He may be forced to pinch that ball and draw back and get about a foot to the left of where he's at right now. What do you think, Kim?
I think he's going to pound it. I think he's going to.
He's going to pound it.
I think he's just going to pound it off the rail, hit up there, and come back out and try to get right where he's at right now.
Well, this is big for Buddy Hall. He's got a 3-game lead, and if he can get out this rack, that's a pretty strong lead, 9 to 5.
See what happened when he shot the 3 to get on the 4. He wound up leaving his cue ball on the rail, and then he couldn't do nothing. You know,
Yeah.
when you're on the rail, you have to basically roll the ball. I thought he used high English coming off the 3. I thought he should have spun it out a little more.
Drew it a little
Well, drew it,
lower,
yeah,
just a little
yeah,
lower
yeah.
on the white ball.
I look for him just to hit this and just shoot it and pound it and let that cue ball bounce off the rail about where he's at now. That's not bad at all. No, I don't think he can mess with. Now he has to play a roll shot. Now he has to shoot it in, roll it back up to the other side of the rail by the other side, and then take the shot on the 7 because the 8's there. There's no way he can draw it out.
He's going to have to take a little longer shot on the 7 because of the position of the 8. I think I'd try to get back about where I'm at, maybe. Or do you just go straight across and bounce off and try to get up as close to the side as you dare to?
Yeah, that's what he's going to do. He's just going to bounce off 6-8 inches. He missed it.
You know what? He overcut
Oh, he
it,
got lucky.
but,
Oh my God, he's going to be a hot boy. Look at him.
That's a giant roll there.
I guarantee he's steaming right now. He knows what happened. He knows he got out of line on the 5, and he tried to bounce it out and get on that 6 because he didn't want to roll the ball. You know what I'm saying, Nick? He shot every shot that rack with a pretty firm hit. Then he had to roll one. He hadn't been rolling the ball. Pretty fortunate.
He shot it pretty firm. You know, he didn't have to roll it too much, and he was pretty close to the center, and he just overcut it a hair. And
What do you do here, Nicky? Try to kick it underneath the 8 and go down by the 7, or what?
well, I think you got to. Well, I don't like that too much. Playing to make it. I think you got kind of 2 choices. You can hit behind it and do what you said, knock it over to the side rail and down by the 7. Well, that may be the best shot.
I think if he shoots what he's looking at, I mean, if he don't make it, it's like death. The other way, at least he has some kind of chance of getting safe, doesn't he?
I don't like his choice here on the kick.
Well, he might be trying if he could get lucky and make the 9 here, too. Oh, my God. Well, you know one thing now. That's, yeah. That's just another nerves. Nerves just set in. He's made 2 critical errors in a row, and hey, it happens. It's going to happen. I know what happens with me.
I tell you what, Buddy's the one that made the mistake, and Tang got penalized for it. You know, him being snookered after Buddy's mistake, it's kind of, it's just part of 9-ball.
You would have never figured, though, he was going to miss that kick.
Yeah, you don't think he's going to miss the 6 in that spot, do you?
No. He would have. You'd like to bet all the marbles he's going to make, or hit it anyway, make contact with it. Just a little one-railer. Well, what's he going to do here? Is he going to come off 2 rails or straight out 1?
Looks like
1.
Maybe coming 1.
You better go ahead and hit it. He did. He did. Well, you're right. He really dodged a bullet there.
Yeah, Tang couldn't charge him for that mistake. Buddy Hall leads the title match, 9 games to 5 over Tang Ho, and the road uphill for Tang is a steep one from here to the title.
I just don't see it happening. When he had a chance there to get within that game, and he didn't do it, and Buddy went ahead of him 8-5, and then turned around with that game. I'll tell you, it's just it's huge. You just can't make those games up.
That was a huge row when Buddy missed a 6 and snookered him.
The only way to make those games up is if you get a shot, you have to run 4 or 5 racks. That's the only way. There's no other, because you can't count on the other person going to miss like that. You know what I'm saying? Well, we've seen it all day long. There's the cue ball over there on the right-hand side. There's the one down there, and he snookered.
As far as I'm concerned, he's just got to feather it and try to make a real thin hit and bring the cue ball back around and hope that he can keep the 1 underneath the 7, 4, and 6. Do you see anything you like better?
I don't see anything. I mean, he might go in between the 4 and the 7 and try to stick him and do it that way, but
I think he has to cut the 1 too much. I don't think he can get behind the 1 enough.
I don't think there's no push out.
This is probably the last shot he wants, is to try to hit this thin right now.
I think he's going to go underneath. No. Wow.
Well, I tell you what, that was a great shot there.
Every time I try to hit it thin like that, I miss it.
Buddy may have the same shot.
Buddy is doing what he should do.
Okay, we're going to take a break in the action, and we'll be right back.
The fourth quarter,
Okay, we're back in action at the U.S. Open. This is the championship match, and Buddy Hall leads 9 games to 5, and he elects to kick at the 1. And
I don't know about this. I'll tell you, I really don't. Well, he got away with it.
I'll tell you what, Tang, I don't think has any shot to pocket the 1, but I think he might have a safe here, and that is just roll the 1 forward and bump into the 6 and die there, maybe.
I think he can make the 1.
Oh, you think he can?
Sure. I mean, it looks pretty big to me. If he just shoots the 1 in the rail, it hits the 8, the 1 hits the 5. I mean, he might not elect to do it, but it looks pretty big.
I like this. I wouldn't go into my desperation mode before the guy gets on the hill.
Well, as you noticed, the 1 was going down towards the hall, right?
I'm not quite ready to throw in the towel. At least I would hope there would be a little fight left in me. Tell you what, Buddy elects here to try to maybe curve it, but boy, looks like he has to snap that awful quick. That's going to take, I think, a lot of elevation to bring that around, but then he might just be trying to clip it. Just hit the edge and maybe snookering.
If he does, well, he can't hit it hard enough, I was going to say. If he just barely snips it, he got a chance to make that 9.
Okay, so Tang Ho definitely has a strong opportunity, and
well, he must run out here. There's no other way around it. He must. If he doesn't run out here, really, I mean, there's not much hope for him. But I think he just absolutely is a must. The balls aren't laying all that bad. Didn't understand
he
that.
elected to move the 4 just to make it easy to play position. That really opens up the 5 where he can be almost any place on the table. But in the meanwhile, look at the 8 and 9. He's kind of made that a little bit more difficult at the same time. And he's got to be cautious here because it's not automatic going from the 3 to the 4 here. Watch outside pocket.
See, he's basically, the nerves has got him. The last 3 racks, he's just made mental mistakes, Nick, that he hasn't made all tournament.
I think he's lost his concentration. I don't think he should have felt too nervous there. I think that he just lost his focus a little bit here, his concentration. Now maybe that 9 to 5 lead might be working on him a little bit, but.
Well, I'll tell you what, Buddy hasn't given him no air. I mean, none. Even though he missed the ball a rack or 2 ago, or actually last rack, wasn't it? And was pretty fortunate to get saved.
Snookered him behind the 9.
Buddy's played solid. Tell you what's he doing here? Going to come in between the 6 and the 8? I don't know.
He's just going to clear the 6. And I kind of like coming across and playing the 6 on the left side.
You think he'd like to be right there right now if just the 8-9 was on the table? Think he'd take that shot?
Yeah, I would think so, but that may not be down far enough to stop it. I don't know. That 8-9, Tang did make it a little bit tougher now.
Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if he can, I mean, if he tries to get too perfect, he can snooker himself. And I know he doesn't want to do that.
I don't think, unless Buddy falls tough on the 7, I think the last thing that's going to happen is Buddy ends up snookered on the 8. Unless he would end up with a really tough angle on this 7.
Looks, he's just going to roll it up past the 7, then come back out, right? And go 1 rail back down for the 8. Wants to stop short. He don't want to go too far. Yeah, no, he'll just go 1 rail.
That's just maybe it might be a couple inches too far.
Right.
He's going to have to use maybe a little spin here, Kim.
Yeah, he just don't over-amp.
Because he needs to try to get down almost to that chalk at the middle diamond. I would think is about as far as he can go down. So he'll probably try to hit about half diamond to diamond higher.
Oh.
Look at this. This has got to be almost flawless.
He's going to have to. He's going to either draw behind the 9, or he's going to have to use a little bit of spin, isn't he? A little English, a little right-hand English, and hit it and reverse it.
Yeah, I think I would go forward here with a little low right myself, because you bump the 9, you can fall real tough. But I think that's what he's going to do. I think you're going to see that cue ball turn toward that left rail. No? No, he was able to go underneath.
I know he don't want to be on the rail there, but I have to think he's feeling pretty good right now. He'd get on the hill and he'll double his man. I mean,
well, this is a giant step forward as far as getting. He's just 1 step away once this 9 ball goes into $25,000.
Sure is.
And Buddy Hall reaches the hill, 10 games to 5.
Hall wins game number 50 after 15 games.
And Tang Ho's title bid for the U.S. Open is starting to look pretty far away, Kim.
Well, I said it a while ago back when he didn't make it 7-6. Buddy was ahead 7-5, and he failed not to get out. And I thought that was really the turning point. And then since then, he's really come up with a couple of nervous shots, and you know, it's just cost him. You just can't. I mean, he still has to think, oh, just one more shot. I mean, the way the balls are breaking, I mean, it really wouldn't be unheard of for him to run 6 and out. I mean, at all. But it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to stay focused when your man's playing so good. And, you know, he's, like I said, he's doubled him now. So.
Well, buddies, there's been so many people he's played in this tournament. They've been playing great pool, but it seems like when they run into Buddy Hall, he just puts the handcuffs on them, and they just can't get nowhere close to the 11.
Well, it's no shame to lose to Buddy Hall.
Leave them there so I can sell them to somebody.
Buddy realizes he's got to maintain his focus to win one more game.
Right.
They're not going to give him the money till he wins this next game.
Exactly right. All right. If he's ever made a good break, you know he wants it here.
Yeah, he wants to end it right now. He's got the 7, got the kicks up table, and
look at the 3 though. Look at the 3.
Yeah, the 3 is the whole ball game. He's got an easy shot on the 1 to get position on the 2, but it looks like for the money he's going to have to play that 3 ball by the point of that side.
And the 4 now, if he can get real straight on the 3, he'll be able to just to draw it back and shoot the 4 on the side. But it's tough. He's not going to be able to shoot at the 3 back down where the 2's at. He's going to have to go down in the corner where the Q's at down there.
So it looks like if Buddy can get that 3 by the point of that side, that his bank account's going to grow a little bit.
Yeah, what do you think he's going to do here? Just shoot the 1 in and then come and miss the 3 and then go in between the 9 and the 2? I don't think he'll play it straight back. He'll take the angle off the rail, won't he?
Yeah, I would say that he just put enough spin on it to hit short of the side and miss the 3 and go right between the 2-9. And he wants to pay a little bit of attention to his speed. I think he might like to go all the way to the end rail and bounce off a little bit.
Right. There's another option, too. He could get down on the end rail where the 2's at, and he could break the 3 out. He could roll, you know, off the 2. He could hit it if he wanted to. That is an option.
And where he landed, it is a big option, and he's got too much angle. I think he's going to be forced to break out the 3 here, Cam. I don't think he can die at the rail, and he's going to bounce off and make that 3 a pretty tough shot. I like breaking the 3 out here myself for my money from this angle.
It's a pretty big ball to hit. You know, he just wants to hit it basically pretty full in the face, and he should have a shot down in the corner.
Yeah, if he catches this 3 ball in the nose, I can't see anything happening but good for him. There's no way I'd try to kill this ball with a soft speed. I'm going to make the 3 because I think the odds are too big here to come up with a shot bumping this 3. I mean,
the only thing here, he don't want to overamp. He could miss the 3 and go down way high above it. He needs to make sure, because if he overstrokes that, he'll miss the 3 completely and go up above the 3.
Well, he's awful close to this Kim, that 2 ball. That's why I like it. It's pretty easy for him to gauge that angle. He's sliding off it. There's not much distance here. And
well, he should be able to hit it. That shouldn't be a problem. Just hitting it squares that is the key.
Watch him hit this and knock it right in front of the side.
Oh, I think
for a hanger.
I think he'll shoot it harder than that. He's not going to do it. Look, he's going around the table. I don't understand that, Buddy Hall. But it spun off pretty hard off that last rail.
I didn't think he was going to come close, but
I didn't agree with that. I don't like this.
I didn't like that choice.
Well, I think he has to shoot this.
Do you think that he couldn't draw into it?
I think he can. Well,
I mean, on the 2.
I think he could have drew the 2 into the 3. I think he elected not to. Don't think he wanted to run into the balls. We're going to ask him one way or another. I'm going to ask him.
Yeah, I'd like to ask him that question. Okay.
Well, I just think he has to just go ahead and make the shot. If he makes it, he wins. How smooth was that? That's unbelievable. Oh, he snookered himself. Did he? Nope.
No.
Wow.
I like spinning this around 2 rails to fall on that right angle, Kim.
I don't think he'll do that.
You think he'll just go
I think
one rail?
Either that or draw it out.
Can he come straight across there?
I think that's what he's going to try to do.
Oh, yeah. That is a lot easier.
And he did get straight in, though. I don't think he caught the angle.
That's really the last place he wanted to be here, straight in, because he'd like to get a couple feet closer to that 6.
Right. He's played awful solid this whole week long. I mean, really, he's played fabulous pool.
Well, I would try to get the cue ball up to the side pocket here, between the 2 sides. Just try to cut those 2 extra diamonds. I'd try to get 2 diamonds closer to the 9 here would be my goal.
You think he's going to come back across? The way he's been hitting it, he'll come back across, but he might just pinch this one up.
I don't think he'll come across here. No, he went across, and he's come up. He's got a real blood test for these 25,000 right here, because we all know that we do not like to stub our toe. Okay.
Well,
this is a cut for $25,000.
Was he going to
and
just
his
natural
second
roll?
U.S. Open title.
Just a natural roll?
Center ball, maybe a little natural English, and just go.
I bet all my money he makes this. That's for sure.
Buddy Hall, 1998 U.S. Open champion, and. What do you think, Kim?
I think that was absolutely awesome. How good did he play?
He really played an awesome match. He played as close to perfect as you can play a game of 9 ball.
That's about the best I've seen anybody play in the finals in a long time.
I tell you what, anybody that wants to see championship 9 ball at its best definitely needs a copy of this tape. And Tang Ho, I have to take my hat off to him. Second in this tournament is a pretty powerful position to finish in. He had a great tournament.
Yes, he did. Got paid pretty good, too. What did he get, 12,000?
Probably 12.5, something like that would be my guess.
I know he's disappointed, but hey.
Well, if you're interested in any ACCUSTATS videos, just call 1-800-828-0397. And I'd like to tell you, Kim, that I really enjoyed working with you tonight. It's always a pleasure. It was fun, and we definitely had the best seat in the house.
Yes, we did, Nick. It was fun, and I enjoyed it. It's always a pleasure to work with you, and hopefully we'll be back soon sitting in these chairs. Well, hopefully not, to be honest with you. I'd like to be out there playing. But if I'm not, hopefully we're here sitting and doing some more commentary.
Well, thank you, Kim, and I'll definitely see you in Nashville in a couple days.
I'll be there.
Okay, good night, all you billiard fans out there, and it's just been a phenomenal tournament, and after 198 players start, it's down to 1, and his name is Buddy Hall, and what a year he's had. So long.